Welcome to Pillow Talking Podcast.
Welcome.
I gotta do better with fading. I always fading in so late.
You do. I don't know why.
But anyway, guys, welcome to Pillow Talking Podcast, the only podcast shot in the bed. I am JT,
And I'm Nene.
and we are back again for another episode, another week. It's a great week.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy happened. There's a certain person that we have to discuss, a certain situation.
Guys too.
Because it's so, what's the word I want? It's so so many different things you could talk about.
Multifaceted.
Wow.
That's a beautiful word, huh?
Wow.
It's a beautiful word.
It's a beautiful word. Listen, so let's just get into it. The whole Kirk Franklin drama with his son. So we're going to talk about the situation, not about Kirk Franklin and his son, because the situation in general, because for one, our biggest point is family issues should not be, handled public, like on social media.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it just shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And it's multiple levels to that. Like basically, like there's the rule: what happens in our house stays in our house. So like, our issues, like just say me and Dominique had a marriage issue, that doesn't leave this house.
Right.
Our intermediate family. So if it's an issue with your mom or my mom or brother or sister, that doesn't leave the intermediate family. If it's a larger thing with a community, that stays in the community.
Right.
The last place it should end up is social media.
Absolutely.
So it's so many levels before it ends up to social media. And the whole thing is, if you have to go to somebody who is like not a family member, go to therapy.
Yeah.
Social media is not
Your
therapy.
friend, they're not there to help
and
you.
that applies for marriages. That applies for this situation, like parent child. That applies for anything. Social media is not a healthy place.
It's not
to put your problems. It's not a good place because one, it's an echo chamber. So let's just say, for example, I'm just gonna make up something. Let's just say I'm like, man, I want to leave my wife. It's gonna be multiple people that be like, man, you know what, man, I did it, man. It's best decision.
You could do it.
That's why I didn't want to get married anyway. And then it's just this echo chamber of people who will egg you on to make the wrong decision, and then afterwards will have all the criticism. Man, that's just not a healthy place for problems. But back to the Kirk Franklin situation. The whole thing, if you didn't know, basically he ended up cursing his son out because the son was being disrespectful to it was basically a conversation between a father and a son that got heated, which happens all the time.
Yeah.
I just want to put that out there. But the issue was, of course, Kirk Franklin's a well-known gospel artist, so the use and the choice of words that he used definitely did not reflect the content that he creates and the life that he is. And that's the thing. I'm glad he came out and apologized for saying it, because I don't think he's saying it was right. When we're saying that it happens all the time, we're saying that sometimes you do get out of character with your kids or with a spouse, but we're not saying it's okay.
Right,
that's
we're
the first
not.
thing.
But we're just saying that it doesn't define who he is. Yes, who he is and what he stands for.
Right, his mistake and that's a very good place to
a lot of
park.
rules that people
No,
have.
let's just park right there. So for especially for Christians, we can hold each other accountable as Christians. So your pastors, your singers, your musicians, you can hold them accountable. Like, this is the lifestyle you're supposed to live based off the beliefs that you have. But we cannot hold people or expect people to be Jesus Christ.
Right.
And I'm not saying that we shouldn't hold them to a standard. I'm saying that
keep your standards.
If somebody messes up, like Kirk Franklin or your local pastor or your favorite singer does something, that should not deter your relationship from Christ. Right. That shouldn't be a reason for you to say, this is why I can't do it no more, or I'm walking away. Because if they we have to stop making people
Christ, because they're not.
They're not Christ. We are
they're
Christ.
They're not angels. They're not Christ. Like, they're people.
We literally live every day to be more like Christ. That's our goal daily, is to be like Christ. We're not Christ.
Not to be Christ.
I think that's something that we have kind of realized, that I think some people really exalt these people, whether it's on purpose or just I think I don't want to say it's on purpose. I just feel like because of the celebrity behind it.
I think they don't even realize that they do that.
Yeah, you are exalting people to a godlike level, and they are still humans. So when they make a mistake, you're like, wait, no, Kirk Franklin or my local pastor or whatever. And now your whole faith is shaking because it was built on or was built through that person. Now you don't even know. Just because they made a human mistake, you realize, you think that
because you forget you because of that platform, you take the human out of them, like they become a god and they're not.
And that's the same thing goes for influencers. So like if you look at people who do like marriage, content or family content, if something happens to them publicly and it's a problem or it's an issue, they cheat, they divorce, that doesn't. The stuff they put out doesn't change. It doesn't just disappear. It's still the truth. It's just they are telling you how to be better, or how to like. So for example, we say our marriage is this is what we want. We're not saying we won't make mistakes. We're saying that we're not going to glorify the mistakes. We're saying that we're going to try every day to do it the best way possible.
Right. We're not saying that marriage is all peaches and cream. We're not saying that we don't ever have a argument or a discussion about something we don't agree on. We never said that. Like, but we are people who want the best for marriages, like, and we stand on that.
Right, and we always will.
Yeah.
Like
even if we're not married.
Yeah, that's not gonna change.
Yeah.
And also like that's something me and my wife talk about all the time. When it comes to transparency, we are very transparent with our relationship, but we're not gonna just get on here and just put all our business out here because one, it doesn't make sense to you guys,
right?
Because like for example, this is a perfect example of like let's say me and her have an argument. The reason we're not gonna jump on social media because one, you guys won't know when we made up. You guys are gonna pick sides. You just, like if you like
you
me
guys
more,
aren't gonna forgive.
You guys are not gonna forgive. So we'll be past the situation, and then
y'all still be mad.
And that's why you don't bring. That's why we don't tell our parents our business because I don't want my mom to be mad about something. I done moved on. We sleeping together. We back watching Netflix, and my mom was still mad because I never went back and told her, "Oh yeah, we made up." And that's the issue. We'll go to people and tell them the problem.
All the business is.
We'll tell them,
"Oh man,
we're going through this," but we never come back and be like, "Oh, we good. We made up. We got past it. This is what we gonna do next time."
And the perfect example of that is whenever you got that one friend that keep going back to this dude that she keeps saying her, but we never know when we made up.
And the thing is. That's why you business, and that's the whole point. We're talking about this situation.
Your business to yourselves.
We're not saying that situation is unique or that. I'm not shocked by that situation.
It's not unique at all.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not shocked that a parent feeling disrespected by somebody that they brought into this world, they raised into a full adult. He's not a child anymore. This man is 33 years old. So no matter what, you are alive.
Yeah.
So I understand him reacting like that. I'm not saying it's right. Once again, I want to be clear.
We're not saying that it's right.
We're not saying it's right. We're just saying
we're saying that. Well, I believe that we're saying that he has. We should not take that right of reaction from him.
Right.
Like he can react. Now the way he reacts is upon him.
Right. And he should be. And like you said, you should react better.
Right.
Like as a person, you shouldn't use certain words. You shouldn't do this. But.
Right.
I understand that you did, and you apologize and saying that next time I'm gonna try not to. Okay,
to do that. Okay.
I respect that. Just like right now, if somebody comes and punches me in the face, now I shouldn't haul off and knock them out or something, but I might.
He might.
You know what I'm saying?
He might.
Like that's clearly not the best form or reaction, but things happen. Like you can't.
And some people just get caught in a moment. We all have been caught in the moment of something, or let our emotions get the best of us, and
nothing can get you more upset than a spouse or kids.
Absolutely. That's what I was about to say. And from being a parent, just our little kids, and being a spouse, it was a lot of stuff that took place before that video and before that. And we don't know how long this been going on, honestly. Right. So he said they have therapy, etc.
And this is what made me so mad about
we only heard that snippet.
We saw a snippet of a video and made all these assumptions start.
Absolutely.
Saying, I saw people saying Kirk was toxic. They had
he ain't a man of God. He's a horrible father. I saw that.
And like I said, I'm not.
He neglected his son.
I don't want to talk about that.
Crazy.
I'm just saying in general. Anytime people post stuff, you can't just make these assumptions.
Yeah, but people do all the time.
And it's just like, I don't know. Right. But I don't. My thing was, like I said, I'm just being 100% honest. the way he was talking, you can hear the like the hurt
and the pain
So
Absolutely.
it tells me that this is this not no
problem,
just
man.
It's not no just random like I'm cussing
This
you
is
out because it's
ongoing.
Monday. This is something that's deep,
built up. Yeah,
like this is something that they really gonna need Jesus
and for
and
a parent,
therapy
absolutely, and for a parent to do that, like a parent who is like that, like
you know, he had to be pushed.
Because I think about my parents. I mean, there was some times with my brothers and stuff, even me, where they just got really heated, and it just is what it is. I mean, like when you do something and constantly, sometimes certain people can only take so much, and hey. So how you react is how you react.
And I think the growth behind that is learning, like with us, like how to prevent us from pushing those buttons that end up.
But that takes two people.
Two people.
Not one.
Not one.
Two people.
And also, and let's just be real. I'm not trying to excuse the behavior, but I'm just trying to think we have kids and my kids would come disrespect Dominique, I might flip out. I don't know.
And honestly, I'm just being honest right now. I have a problem with putting my hand. I used to really have a problem with putting my hands on people, like if they disrespect me or whatever. So I already told JT I might revert back to my ways if I'm not in the right mind.
You also have a problem with putting your hands on a microphone.
Shut up,
Jonathan. So I see the issue.
Goodness, sorry. Okay, that was strike one. So, but yeah. So, that I could easily slip up right there, when somebody just does that, because I can't stand that. And he knows that, and a lot of people know that. I have a problem with that, for real.
Right, but my job is not to push you to a point
Correct.
Of that.
Provoke me.
Right.
And anybody can be provoked, and anybody can provoke. So.
Now, let's play, not devil's advocate, but let's just play advocate. Honestly, now and moving forward, Kirk should know I can never respond like that to him, because now he's
I know what you're doing.
Yeah, for you, okay,
I got your call.
I see yeah. I have to react with a peculiar. I have to be different. I can't come at you like this.
Facts.
Because I know you're doing this to get a reaction out of me.
I can't be this way with you. Right. We are now cordial because I got to watch what I do around you.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
It's my livelihood.
Right. Right.
Oops. It's my livelihood. But yeah, child, I don't know what I do in that situation. Lord have mercy.
Oh, man. I don't. Hopefully, I never have to go through that.
Lord have mercy. Yo, I don't even know JT either.
I don't and I'm not trying to say I'm violent, or I just don't know how I will handle one of my three kids disrespecting her or me when they get fully grown.
Fully grown that. You're not 18.
If they were kids, I understand at certain times where kids, when they come,
even sometimes you gotta put the kids in the head.
No, when kids come, they start feeling themselves, smell. You know what I'm saying?
They start smelling themselves.
I get it. I get that, man. We've been there, but for them to be grown
like that.
Because right now I'm 26. You about to be 20. You 26.
You older than me.
So that's us doing that right now to our parents. It's a different level of disrespect.
First of all, whenever you do grow up, it is a different level of parenting. It's it becomes more of a friendship, because you don't have to parent me like you used to, head over me. Right. Now we can talk different.
Now we're talking on different levels.
Yes, and
especially if I'm not living, cool. If you're not,
so if you change all that and you talking to me like I'm on, I'm somebody on the street, then how?
Right.
It takes a lot for me not to talk to you like that.
By the age of 33.
Yeah.
I think by then you should be.
You almost to your Jesus year.
Yeah. About the age of 33, I think you should be taking care of yourself. Yeah. I'm just going out on a limb.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how you can speak to your parents like you want to, but expect them to still talk to you like a I don't know.
But absolutely, that. My God.
But I will say this, and it's kind of funny, but that was one of those old school cursings that just make you remember,
you could tell it's old.
We all been there,
I heard our grandma or somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
It sounds like that old uncle that just got you did something crazy in front of. You disrespected your mama in front of. That's exactly how that would be.
It just brought me back to a place
You disrespected your grandma.
It's
like,
funny now, but at the time it kind of wasn't. But now it's just a memory, like, you know.
That's put in our head for because there's buku memories like that.
Yeah.
Especially in the.
And I'm going to be 100%.
Families.
Every time, my mom didn't curse much, but every time she did curse, it was warranted.
It was. My mom.
Like, my parent, like, my mom didn't curse much, but every time she did, looking back,
it was needed because, like she said this the other day, that sometimes talking like they want to do all that eye rolling whenever you talk to them crazy, but that's what they need because you ain't listened to the first time.
And to be honest, I know this is gonna sound very toxic, and people gonna say I need to be healed from my trauma. I appreciate those moments.
Absolutely.
That I'm old, like I appreciated the heated moments that my mom cared enough to, like how passionate she was about me not making mistakes. It literally
got her out of character.
Yeah, like she cared that much about me and the stupid stuff I was doing that, you know, the passion behind, like now I know that it was love, but it was it was just like, I don't know.
It was coming from love. It might not have been the right thing to say.
It might not have been the most appropriate way. It might have been like people say toxic, or whatever.
Her spirit wasn't bad about it. It was
right.
It wasn't to downplay me. It was to get me to understand. Like, wake up. Like,
right.
This is not okay. What you're doing.
I understand now.
And
so hopefully they can, get past that.
Yeah.
I think they can. I think you can get past anything.
I think you can. Like I said, it takes two people though.
You need Jesus and you need to talk.
At this point,
conversation is the most important thing. You have to be able to talk.
Conversation and understanding.
So many problems you have literally is because you're not
Somebody
doing the work. So like I said, the faith is Jesus. Believe in whoever. We believe in Jesus. We're Christian. Yeah. But the work is also you can't just have faith and say Christ is gonna fix it and not have the the talking, the dialogue, the therapy. That's the work part.
Like what are you doing?
So we go do our part, which is the work, and we go trust that
God can fix the work.
Right.
He can fix it all. Yeah. It'll come together with God.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
So moving on. I mean, I don't want to stay there all day, but that situation was so funny. Also, the funniest thing so far has been the stimulus jokes.
Oh yeah,
I have laughed
for real.
Like literally on my phone. Out loud laughing at some of these stimulus jokes.
Even randomly, like I was just going to bed last night and I was just busting out laughing and GT was like, why are you laughing? And I'm like, I'm thinking of stimulus jokes. They're hilarious.
They're funny, and that's why I said,
oh my goodness.
Like especially black people. We have
a gift.
We have a gift of humor because I feel like that's how we deal with the toughness. Got through
stuff. Yeah,
you had to be
funny.
You had to have this internal joy to get through the stuff that we've been through. And now we just use it for good memes, and I love it.
Yeah.
Like,
literally, that's it. The memes are hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
Funny. Even the posts are just funny. Everything just hilarious. I can't.
Yeah. So, college basketball. I'm just gonna skip right to this segment. I love you, but I don't care. I'm not really feeling the tournament this year because like it's so different. Like March Madness, everybody know March Madness. It's like the biggest thing in sports, the college basketball. So everybody know. It's crazy. But the whole COVID protocol and teams are getting, canceling. It's just a mess. Like, I don't like it. The championship is next, 2 weeks from now. So, I don't know. It just hasn't been the same. Change. Like March Madness. So for all my people who watch sports, who listen, hopefully you know what I'm talking about, but like literally college basketball without fans and without the the student section and the last it's just like
it's a vibe. Like and without that vibe it's just been
crazy. Speaking of games, let's briefly, I don't know if you watched it or looked, but the Grammys were actually decent as far as the performances. Like it's cool to finally see, live bands and stuff again. As far as the awards, I have no words.
Yeah.
I don't like discussing the Grammys because I don't value the Grammys like I value awards. I value other awards from my peers, like people like us more than the Grammys. Right. But other people don't. Like to artists, let's be real, like a Grammy is one of the biggest things you can get.
It is. Right.
And it's something that you should aspire to achieve because it shows like But to me, I would value getting an award from people who understand the music. Like, I don't care what the Grammys got to say about rap music.
Right.
When it's a group, you know what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
it's a
who's
group
voting?
of buku people, like who know each other. If you know each other,
No,
that's
I'm
how you
saying
get in.
who's voting? Like, who's voting for this? Because
Whoever's in the group.
every year, the top rap song and top rap artists are not reflective of the
rap,
culture
of
normally.
Absolutely.
It's normally either the biggest song by radio play or like the most. It's not
is.
Let's be real. Like, there's so many artists that deserve more Grammys.
It's true, man.
From especially R&B
but it's
artists.
always a lot of more of a mainstream or
like let's be real.
Or whatever I hear first. Yeah, let's go.
That's why I prefer like the NAACP awards, the BET awards, the hip hop, like those awards where it's like our peers, like people in the game are deciding.
Yeah,
and it's politics behind it all, but whatever.
But it is.
But I just want to give the Grammys, kind of a little round. I appreciate it.
The music was good.
The music was good. Live music was good. Shout out to the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Speaking of that, we really, I just said all that about Grammys, but we are definitely going to win a Grammy for children's music. Because, like, me and my wife been talking about, like, it's so many Grammy award categories that people don't know about.
Right.
Like, it's Grammys for folk music, for fictional,
for like
reading books, audio books,
Zydeco music, all of that. It's called a different thing, but Sean on Joanne was nominated twice. So
right,
yeah.
So
it's just something to have behind your belt too.
Yeah. So
on your belt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're trying to get into that arena that hasn't been,
tapped into.
Right.
Because I remember, I'm not gonna go to church. Never mind.
Okay.
But yeah. What do I have?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess it's your turn. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really be seeing it. I just been watching Book and Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. WandaVision.
I'm so mad that
it's over.
I want to cry.
Because like that's the first show in a long time that I waited to. Like, because like we've been so used to binge watching. I waited for
Wanda, man. I love Wanda.
So we used to binge watching the show in one day. Everything else, it's like whatever. Oh, The Last Chance U basketball. I am so happy they finally found a coach who wasn't like stone crazy. Like,
bro, he represented.
If you guys don't watch, go watch The Last Chance U.
What's his name?
It's
Coach
like basketball.
His name Joe?
Following the JUCO basketball programs, like finally, like we haven't been paying attention to the whole Last Chance U. I don't want to bore you about it, but it's a great show. It shows how crazy college athletics are, like stuff you don't even think about, stuff people go through, their stories, how they got there. Go watch it. It's a great show.
That man represented. That's all I got to say.
Right.
He ain't put no shame to.
As far as like, what do we have coming up? We got the podcast. We're gonna have more guests. Nothing really crazy right now.
Yeah, we're just in the lab. I like to say that. I'm becoming a musician.
Don't ever say that. You sound so corny.
Like, why? Y'all say that all the time, bro. I'm in the lab, bro. All right, I'm about to be in the lab, fam.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I don't want to say what we're working on just in case we never put it out and then people hold us accountable.
Because I did that a few times. Right. But I'm not
I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this week.
But we're all working on some things. That's all you guys need to know.
This week was going to be, I knew this week was going to be short because we only really had to talk about that
thing blew up for like.
It blew up for like a week.
Yeah, it was the whole week.
It was the week. The whole Kirk Franklin situation.
It was the whole week.
I think the funniest thing about that, and just to kind of end on humor, was the whole Plies joke. I think it's hilarious.
It is.
Like the fact, because Kirk Franklin and Plies really look alike already, and
and they kind of sound alike.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And what else was funny was whenever they were taking all his songs and adding them in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Black people do the
you guys
funniest
are so
things.
Smart. You guys are like humor geniuses.
Black Twitter and
like, Black Twitter is funny.
Black memes.
And the only reason I would probably get a Twitter is because of Black Twitter. Like, I do not like Twitter. JT knows I do not like Twitter.
I don't like Snapchat.
I tried it. I can't. He likes Twitter. He doesn't like Snapchat. I like Snapchat because it's easier to share memories, you know.
Right.
But and things you don't want everybody to see.
I agree.
But yeah, Black Twitter would definitely, if I ever had to get on Twitter, it would be because of Black Twitter. Because I can get a laugh.
Right.
Any day, any hour.
I just want to end by saying Dominique is starting her fitness journey. Not really a journey.
Yeah.
I don't want to say a journey because it's just like losing postpartum weight.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Like I told my friends today and they were like, girl, for what? And I'm like, girl.
Because like people don't realize like when you get pregnant.
She's like,
I think people get used to like your pregnancy weight and then they see the big drop off from
and then
the
they're
baby.
like, girl,
you look good. And you're like, no,
Absolutely.
I was way smaller before I got pregnant.
Yeah, like no, you don't remember me before the belly.
And the cool thing is like, you know,
I guess so. It's been 9 months. So
as a guy though, I want to say it's important to, you got to think pregnancy is a 9-month thing. So it's important. Don't just expect the person you're with to bounce back in 4 weeks. Give them,
and yes, they'll bounce back, but they might not bounce back to your bounce.
Yeah, like women deserve at least 9 months. You got to give them at least 9 months because that's how big they, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't just hold women to the standard like have a baby, get back, fine.
Yeah.
Like give them their time. Be there for them, support them, and then when they're ready to go, like when Dominique comes to me and say, "Hey, it's time to start working out. Let's do it. Hey, let's go buy the stuff. Let's get the home gym set up, and let's get it done."
Yep, and we're getting it done. I'm very sore, but I didn't. What's the word? I didn't stretch.
Didn't stretch. You definitely got to stretch.
I didn't stretch afterwards.
Right.
But I knew I was gonna be sore. I told him. I literally told him. I told him.
Right. Like, I swear, son. Like
I really feel like I got ADD or something.
It's like literally the only thing you cannot do, and you literally do it.
And I do it all the time. I mean, are you guys really bothered? Like, let me know because
they don't have to let you know. I'm telling you, they are. Nobody wants to hear the. It
was an accident. I say it's about like 4 times this time.
Think about if you're listening in your car and it's gonna be like.
Well, I guess some people might put it loud. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Some people might have it over there.
It is an accident, guys.
But it's.
I do need help.
You have to stop.
Yeah, I do. The first step is admitting.
Yeah, come on, man. Anyway,
but it's been significantly less this time.
I'm gonna make a sound bite for every time you hit the mic.
No, I told you, man. Put me on there, bro. Let me record. I need to make my own.
Okay, we can make that happen.
Bet. It's not funny.
I don't know. Whatever.
It's so egg.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, listen.
Oh, you can go off. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, thank you for listening to our podcast.
Yeah,
we appreciate you. I'm not gonna say that. I do love you guys.
We love you guys, and we don't even know you guys. Isn't that crazy?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds
really
weird to say
y'all.
that. Like, I don't want to be loving like murderers and killers.
Oh
and
my God, I hope they don't.
It's not like Donald Trump. I'm just calling people murderers and killers. They're probably not.
We do love you guys, though. We don't even know y'all. That's
we don't.
sad, but we got love for y'all.
Yep. And
we pray for you guys also.
Yep.
Because you guys are on the team.
All right, man. Good night.
Good night, guys.